Hello, everyone, and welcome to this very special new moon women's gathering. I am so excited to be hosting this. For those who weren't there live and are catching the replay, surprise! Everyone will be catching the replay because my Wi-Fi and cellular data just decided last night, 5 minutes into the journey, to just completely cut out, and be done for the next few hours. So funny because this rarely happens, but of course it decided to happen during last night's gathering. So, what's going to be really beautiful about this recording is that you can work with it in your own time. And what's amazing is that the new moon actually peaks tonight on Friday, April 17th. Tonight, if you're kind of in the America's time sphere. It might be different if you're in Europe or other parts of the world. But I really encourage you to work with this meditation and this guided practice today, if possible, or over the next 3 days. You can do it once, you can do it every day for the next 3 days, whatever it is that works for you and your flow. But yeah, this is an amazing time we're in right now. For those who follow astrology, I'm sure you are aware, we are in the season of Aries. There are like 6 planets in Aries right now, and now including the moon in Aries. And so for today's journey, I'm going to give a little bit of an introduction about why this portal specifically is so powerful, especially when it comes to planting seeds and prayers and intentions for our lives. I'm then going to guide us into a meditation that'll be about like anywhere between 35 to 45 minutes and a journaling practice that I find really powerful and is a personal practice of mine that I have been using for the new moons. And I will tell you that it has worked for me so amazingly. So I'm really happy to share it all with you guys. Unfortunately, because this is a recorded replay, there won't be any women's sharing circle, but I would love to hear. Feel free to email me, message me on Instagram, WhatsApp me if you have my WhatsApp. Just tell me how this landed for you. And even 6 months down the line, be like, oh my God, Sid, it worked. Everything I prayed for in that ceremony has come true. So, yeah, I would love to hear from you guys. But without further ado, let's get into the magic that is this amazing portal that we are in. So just give me a moment to pull up my notes so I don't forget anything. All right. So new moons are a very powerful time to plant seeds, to anchor in prayers, to anchor in intentions, to let the universe know, hey, this is what I'm calling into my life. This is what I'm ready to create. Bring me into the divine alignment and energy so that I can be a match for these prayers and manifest them into reality. And why is this? It's because new moons are the beginning of a lunar cycle. It's like this fresh new start. And what's so special about this new moon is that it's in springtime. We are in the season of spring, at least for those in the northern hemisphere. And springtime is the season where you plant seeds, right? It's the sun after the long and stormy winter. We've spent winter, so much of us has been shed, so much of us has died, so much of us has rested, and now we're in this spring energy, this fresh new outlook perspective on life. And it's a really potent time to be like, okay, what am I going to create this year? What's this year going to look like for me? What am I calling into my life? What am I looking to birth into this world? And what's so cool about gathering everyone together for this moment is that when we set our intentions together, especially us as women who literally have the ability to bring physical life into this world, when we gather together as a collective, supporting each other, celebrating each other, going through our own process of initiation and our own process of planting seeds, but also holding one another in the process, it's almost like it acts as this like like collective momentum or this like collective fire where it's like we're all contributing to the garden of life, right? We're all planting these seeds, these prayers and intentions, and we're contributing to this ecosystem of prayers. And I feel like that just gives them extra nourishment and extra momentum to grow. And this is Aries season. This new moon is in Aries, and we have six planets in Aries. And this is first time in a long time that this has happened. And a lot of astrologers are saying that this is almost like once in a lifetime initiation energy. So Aries is the ram, it's the fire sign. It is like that. Let's go energy. It can help kind of light the fire under your butt to help you just go out and do the thing. And like the astrologers were saying, this is like once in a lifetime initiation energy. It's possible, Aries moves fast. It's possible that things might start to speed up in your life. Opportunities could arise, but you may not have so much time to sit and think about it. You might just have to make decisions like based upon your gut or your intuition, even if you don't know what's quite ahead. Or maybe it's certain collaborations that come in, or you meet someone amazing, and these things just happen so fast that you just have to trust your gut and trust your instincts. And I think what's so cool about this portal is that we not only have the moon in Aries, but we have like six other planets in Aries. We've got the sun in Aries, we've got Saturn, we've got Mars, we've got Mercury, and all of these planets are like really like go-getter planets. It's like how we show up in life, how we speak, how we communicate, Saturn's like this big elder, grandfather energy. If you're like me, you're currently going through your Saturn return, which is in Aries. And so it's really this beautiful opportunity to have the ally spirit of Aries, to have the ally of fire, to have that like electricity to help us start anew. Because what we plant right now has far effects into the future. And when I heard that, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to gather the women together and we gotta pray and set these intentions because what more perfect time than right now? So, this is really an opportunity for you to work with this energy to just totally start fresh. If you've been hiding or playing small, or you've been in your mind, or you've been kind of giving into certain patterns, you've got something on the back burner that you've been wanting to create, but you just haven't done it yet. This is the time to just be like, okay, we're closing that chapter. We're letting that go. And I'm stepping into this new energy and I'm going this way and I'm not looking back. So it's a really potent time to reflect on what has been holding you back. What patterns and habits have you been giving into that may not be serving you or your projects or your destiny or where your soul is guiding you towards? And how can you create this new energy, this new momentum, this new fire, and move forth in that way? So, before we get into the meditation, I am just going to offer you some reflection questions because this circle is going to help you with all this. But I just wanted to offer some reflection questions of what have you been putting off? What are you looking to create? What are you looking to attract in your life? And listen, you don't have to be an entrepreneur for this. It could be a piece of art. It could be your contribution to your work environment. It could be a project. Maybe it is building a business, or it could be new relationships, new ways to get involved in your community. It's whatever you're calling in is endless. For me, it's a lot of new projects, but it's also partnership as well, which has been the 5 year long prayer. But I have a really good feeling he's coming this year. So it can be whatever it is that you're calling and creating into your life. But what's really important to remember is that you are the person birthing it into this world. So what version of you needs to be let go so that you can step into the woman you are becoming to manifest, to create, to hold and steward these prayers into reality. So think about that while I set up for the meditation. Mm. Mm. Okay. So I invite you all to find a comfortable seat. I do not recommend doing this meditation while you are driving or while you are in a busy environment. I recommend that you are in a cozy, undisturbed space. So maybe it's by your altar, in your meditation room, in your bedroom. Let the kids and the family know, hey, mama's going to be absent for the next like 45 minutes to an hour. You can grab some tea, you can light a candle, some incense, and just really set up a very cozy environment and space for you to go within. And with that, we are going to begin the meditation. I invite you to close down your eyes. You can begin this journey sitting up nice and tall or laying down, whatever feels most supportive for you in this moment. And as you arrive in this place of stillness, I invite you to begin to deepen your breath, taking long, deep, gentle inhales through your nose and long exhales out through your mouth. Continuing with this breath, allowing your breath to help bring you into a state of total presence. Feeling the rise and opening of your heart with each inhale. And allow every exhale to be an opportunity to relax your body, letting go of any tension you may be holding in your neck, your jaw, your shoulders, your back, your hips. Just letting it all relax into the exhale. allowing the weight of gravity to hold you upon the earth. And just allowing yourself to feel so held in this moment. We're going to take a moment to just call back all parts of your energy into the here and now by simply stating, I call back all parts of my energy into the here and now. Feeling the entirety of your energy returning back to self in this now moment. And as you continue these deep and gentle breaths, what begins to surround you is this incredible garden, this beautiful field full of all sorts of different trees, flowers blooming at different stages, a gorgeous creek or river running in the distance. And it's just you in this beautiful field, in this beautiful garden. You can hear the birds chirping. You can feel a slight breeze kissing your skin, with the warmth of the gentle sun shining upon you. It feels like spring. I'm just giving yourself the moment to just enjoy the peace, the presence, the beauty of this incredible garden. Designed just how you like it. And as you're enjoying the beauty of this magnificent garden, you see this angelic goddess begin to approach you. She has this long, luscious hair, this beautiful white iridescent aura surrounding her. A crown adorned with white roses. Big, beautiful angel wings. And the horns of a ram. She approaches you and looks into your eyes with this loving, inspiring gaze. You just immediately feel this overwhelming sense of peace. Like it's safe for you to relax. It's safe for you to be you. Safe for you to open up your heart. She takes your hands and whispers, that she's here to help you. She's here to listen. She's here to help you connect with your dreams, what it is that your soul is desiring to birth into this world, what it is that you're ready to attract into this world. And she begins to shine you in this incredible dome of white gold light. And this white gold light is the energy of the moon. She shares how the moon is shining upon you right now, giving you her full attention, her full energy, presence, and awareness to hear what it is that you're looking to create and manifest into your life. Just taking a moment of gratitude for the spirit of the moon, the spirit of this goddess, the spirit of this garden. And just start to open up your heart. And in this moment, I ask you to put down any limitations, any insecurities, any limits that might be keeping you from dreaming really, really big. And I invite you to open up your heart and just start to ask your heart, what is it that I'm looking to create and birth into this world? Maybe it's a project, maybe it's a business, maybe it's a job. Maybe it's a partner that you're calling into your life, a new group of friends, opportunities and collaborations. Maybe it's a new house. Just taking a moment to really reflect. What are three very important things that I would like to create and manifest into my life these next 6 to 12 months? And as you reflect on this, what energy are you calling into your life over the next 6 months? Is it momentum? Is it creation? Is it passion? Is it pace? Is it ease? Is it joy? I invite you to get really, really, really specific and dream really big as to what it is you're looking to create and manifest in the next 6 to 12 months. What is your soul saying yes to? And as you start to get clear on what it is that you're calling into your life, I want you to just imagine your life as though all these things you're praying for have already manifested into reality. And I want you to imagine what your life is like, what your life feels like, what it smells like, what it tastes like, what it feels like in your body, your heart, and your mind to already be living these prayers. And just drop any sense of realism and come into that big, dreamy space. Really imagining what your life is like living out these prayers. Knowing that you did this, that you created this. And it was actually a lot easier than you thought it would be. What kind of people are you surrounded by? What kind of outfits are you wearing? Who's standing by your side? How do you feel in your body, in your heart? And you see the moon almost like nodding in approval of yes, 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 this is amazing. You see the goddess holding the space for you, also nodding as though it is so, it's happening. And you just feel really held and really supported and really capable of making all this possible. And when you feel like you've really anchored in that vision and that prayer, I want you to state out loud, and so it is. Thank you. And the moon and the goddess give a nod as though it's been received. And then the goddess approaches you with her loving eyes, a very gentle feminine presence. She asks you to take a moment to reflect. What has been keeping you from bringing these prayers into reality? What has been keeping you from taking the steps towards these goals? Maybe it's a pattern, a habit, a fear of being seen, a fear of taking up space. Maybe it's this feeling of, oh, I'm not ready yet. Just really taking this moment without judgment, without shame, without guilt, to just really reflect within yourself. Where have I been holding myself back? What has been standing in the way? What am I ready to release to make space for what's coming, to receive what's coming, what I'm planting? Just staying with your breath and breathing through it. Again, without judgment, without fear. Just allowing it to all be a part of the space. Knowing that the doubts, the fears, the exhaustion, the stress, the worries, they're all just teachers. And it's all very possible for you to step beyond, to overcome. And the goddess asks you, are you ready to purify these patterns, these habits, these fears, these doubts, whatever it is that's getting in the way of you stepping into the most incredible version of you possible, to create and hold space and welcome in what it is that you're calling into your life? And you say, yes, I'm ready. She says, wonderful. I just invite you to continue breathing. And stating what it is that you release. Then she begins to kind of flap her wings and move her hands. And you begin to be surrounded in this very sparkly white gold field of angelic holy light. And she places this rose above your crown, this beautiful, fully in bloom, white, angelic, holy rose. This symbol of purification, this symbol of divinity. And this rose is just ever so gently spinning, cultivating this energy of purification. And the rose, the light of the rose begins to descend into your crown, into your head, filling your mind with this white, holy, cleansing light. And you can feel the energy of this rose beginning to purify any doubts that live in your mind, any beliefs or stories that you've been holding on to that have been keeping you from stepping into your power, any fears that have been present. And you just feel this release, like, wow, the rose is just taking care of it all. And then her light begins to pour down into your eyes, cleansing your perception. Cleansing anything that is blocking your vision from seeing what's possible, from seeing the opportunities, the pathway, the gifts that are here to bring you there, towards this path of bringing your prayers and creations into reality. It's like you feel a lightness in your eyes as your perception begins to open, both with your third eye and with your physical vision. And then the white of the light rose continues to fill your head and pour into your throat and the back of your neck. And here she is purifying your voice. Any blocks that you've held in your voice that have kept you from speaking your truth. Any blocks in your voice that have blocked any of your confidence. She's purifying your channel of communication and restoring it back to your truth, restoring it back to love, restoring your voice back to empowerment. Cleaning and clear away any parts of your voice that weren't able to clearly set your boundaries or express what it is that you need as a woman who's on a very powerful mission to bring her desires into reality. And you feel your voice begin to open up, like the channel, the pathway, the canal to your heart is open. And the light begins to now descend into your heart. And all she's doing is just nourishing your heart, letting your heart know that it's safe to open, it's safe to soften, it's safe to welcome in more love, more pleasure, more peace, more passion, more authenticity. And the goddess invites you to just start to take a deep breath into your heart, feeling your heart open and expand. It's almost like you feel, the first time in a long time, this infinite, weightless energy of everlasting love, of connection to divinity. As you feel your heart opening, the light of the white rose begins to open up your angel wings. You feel now at your back lies these incredible open angelic wings, encouraging you to fly, to soar, to take flight, to see above limitations, and to go forth on this beautiful path towards creating the life that it is that you desire. And as you're welcoming in more levels of love into your heart, you feel almost like this confidence starting to build in you. And you feel the wings almost like taking off. Like as they slowly flap, they're releasing any stress, any weight that you've been carrying on your back. And you just feel lighter. It's almost like your body naturally just sits up taller because it's like, whoa, I have all this weightless energy in my back. Like anything that was weighing you down has just been poof, released. And then you feel the light begin to descend deeper into your body as it pours into your solar plexus, that space above your belly button and below your rib cage, the source of your power and your confidence. It's almost like she just activates this star, this beautiful, bright, energetic, pulsating star of energy, of confidence, of vitality. And you're just overwhelmed with this sense of knowing of like, oh my gosh, I can do this. I'm worthy of this. I'm so capable of this. And then the light begins to descend down into your sacral chakra, the very portal that connects you to the heavens, to divinity, this incredible portal of creation you've been gifted. And you just feel this light just purifying all parts of your pelvic bowl, your ovaries, your uterus, your fallopian tubes. Like this entire area is just lighting up with light. And even if you're a woman who's had a hysterectomy or has had a physical surgery to adjust or remove any of these parts, just know that the energy of these parts are still here and they're still working in your favor if you choose to accept their help and support. So you just begin to feel this incredible portal expand and fill with this amazing white light. And then it moves down into your root chakra. The light pours through your root, down your legs, your knees, your legs, your feet, and into the soil, grounding you into the intelligence of the earth, love of the Great Mother. And you feel this steadiness, this strength, this centeredness. You feel even more safe to just relax and let the earth hold you. And if there's anything else you feel is lingering that you're ready to release and give to the white rose, you can say, I release this. Thank you. Rose, I call upon you to purify this. Rose, I call upon a restoration of confidence, capability, creativity. And just taking these next few moments to breathe in the light of Rose. Have her continue to purify whatever it is that you're ready to release, whatever is keeping you from becoming the woman you are destined to be, to birth these beautiful creations, to attract these beautiful prayers into your life. As you exhale, just give it all to the light of the rose. When you feel complete with this portion of the healing, the goddess just nods her head and she begins to flap her wings and move her hands. She begins to take all this energy that you released and just send it out to be returned back to love, back to the eyes and the light of spirit. And just noticing the change that you feel in your energy and in your body. Whoa, that was pretty cool. And the goddess looks at you and she holds out her hand, 3 seeds. She goes, "Are you ready to plant these prayers? Are you ready to plant these seeds?" And what she means by that is the 3 most important, crucial things that you are calling into your life that we reflected on in the beginning of this meditation, whether it's a project, a relationship, a house, a baby. She goes, "Are you ready to plant these seeds in the garden and watch them grow?" And you go, "Yes, yes, I'm ready." And so she places 3 golden seeds into your hand. And she invites you to walk into the garden, walk around the garden. She says, "This garden is your prayer garden. All the plants, the trees, the river, the birds you see, they're all prayers that have come into fruition. They're all of your creations. It's the beautiful life you've built for yourself." She goes, "It's time for you to plant new seeds into this garden." And so with that, you begin to walk around the garden and find 3 perfect spots to plant 3 perfect seeds. And she reminds you that before you put one seed into the ground, to just be very clear and specific as to what that seed is. And you nod your head yes. And you go about the garden and take these next couple minutes to plant your seeds, plant your prayers. Feeling the energy of this beautiful new moon holding you in this ceremony. Listening, watching, helping you. Plant these prayers into fruition. And when all your seeds have been planted, just want you to take a moment and reflect. What is one step I can take every single day to nourish these seeds, to water these seeds, to help bring these prayers and let them grow into fruition? How can I show up every day for these prayers and for this beautiful garden? Just let the answer come to you in its own time. And when you feel like you've received your guidance, you almost give this nod of, I won't let you down, garden. I won't let you down, prayers. I won't let you down, self. And the goddess approaches you and she says, wow, these are amazing prayers. Congratulations. She shares, I just want you to know this, the spirit of Aries, the spirit of Rose, and the spirit of New Moon has heard you, has heard your prayers. And we are always here guiding you towards making these prayers a reality. She says, before you go, I want you to know that you can return to this garden at any time to plant new seeds, to check on beautiful plants and prayers that are currently growing and blooming into fruition. This is always a space you can come back to. We will always be here for you. And you just look into her loving eyes and whisper, thank you, feeling a lot of gratitude in your heart. And with that, she flies up, 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 up into the moon, leaving behind her a trail of white rose petals in classic goddess fashion. And with that, you begin to connect with your breath, beginning to bring your presence and awareness back into the space, back into this present moment. You start to slightly move your body, your fingers, your toes, your head, just gently and slowly coming back into this moment. When you feel ready, you blink open your eyes, choosing a spot in the room to just gently reorient yourself back into the space. And taking all the time you need, there's no rush. You can grab a sip of water, stretch the body a bit. Just do what you need to do to come back into this moment. before we move into the journaling portion of this session. When you feel ready, you're welcome to grab your journal and a pen. And we're going to start with the journaling. So, as we take this time to journal, I'm going to be playing music. We're going to spend 8 minutes journaling. And the prompt for this journaling exercise is simply imagining that it's 6 months from now. And all of these beautiful prayers and what it is that you called into your life is happening in real time. And you wake up, and I want you to journal as though you are in that moment, waking up and experiencing life as though all these prayers have landed. And I want you to get really specific. The reason why we're writing for 8 minutes is because I want all the juicy details in there. What does your life smell like? What does your life feel like? How is your energy? How is your heart? Who is surrounding you? What's coming into your world, your field? Like, if it's a specific thing, what does that thing look like? How are you living with or in that thing? Maybe it's a relationship. Who is this person like? Maybe it's your business. What clients are you attracting? Get really, really, really specific into the details of this life that you're living as these prayers have just totally been answered. And so I'm going to set a timer for 8 minutes and I'm going to play some music. So you are welcome to start journaling right now.
Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, oh. 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 Awaken Ishtar, rise from the dead. You've traveled so far, and enough blood has been shed. Awaken Ishtar.
Okay, taking the next minute to just wrap up your journaling. Of course, if you are in a flow, you can just hit pause and continue journaling until you're done. Wouldn't want to disrupt the flow. And then we'll go into the closing part of this beautiful gathering, of this beautiful, beautiful session. Okay, my loves, that concludes our beautiful new moon in Aries, beautiful session of planting our prayers and our seeds into fruition, working with the energy of the moon, of Aries, of Rose, of your just feminine spirit and fuerza, strength. It has been such an honor guiding you in this. Though I wish this could have been live, I completely trust that this meditation and practice has found you all in the most perfect divine time. Kali, my cat, has confirmed. And one thing I want to share before we hop off is that even though this is the energy of Aries, where it's very fiery and it's like, go, momentum, do the thing, spark of creation, I want to just remind you that new moons are in no way a portal to force or push anything into creation. Like, I don't want you trying to force anything into creation. I don't want you going beyond what's available for your body and your nervous system to make this thing happen. Like, it's not supposed to be pushed or forced. Creation is supposed to be naturally birthed. So instead of thinking that you need to, like, almost like restrict yourself or force yourself or push yourself to do the thing, like, no, we are not growing this garden with that energy. We are taking inspired action based on the strength and the energy and the creative, fiery force that we're being given during this time to move with inspired action, to really take the steps to grow and evolve not only ourselves, but these beautiful prayers and intentions. And this is really a time to just go within and listen. What is your intuition telling you? What are your guides? What is spirit telling you? To then see what needs to come into alignment for you to be an energetic match to make this thing happen. You know, we're coming into alignment, we're coming into flow, we're coming into inspired action, and we're letting it unfold naturally. Now, this may take a little bit of what I like to call divine discipline and really devoting into the mission, but there's a way to work with discipline to be able to hold yourself accountable for the person that it is that you are becoming to manifest all this into reality. So I just want you to remember that during this moon. And for those who are looking to dive deeper into this work, for those who are looking for a space to go within, to really bring healing to those crunchier parts of self, to release old patterns and habits, and to really embody the energy of who it is that you're becoming and receive support to help you step into that person. I have amazing, beautiful ways that we can work together. So I guess I didn't introduce myself, but for those who don't know me, hello, I'm Sydney. I am a ceremonialist. I am a facilitator of deeply transformational spiritual healing spaces, and I work with a variety of different modalities. So I live here in the Sacred Valley of Peru, and I come with a variety of tools, whether that's shamanic energy healing, psychic Akashic record readings, breathwork ceremonies, breathwork facilitation, somatic work, feminine embodiment workshops, spiritual mentorship, I've got just a plethora of tools, and I'm here deepening my studies with plant medicine. I'm also a plant medicine preparation guide, integration guide, as well as a facilitator. I work with indigenous shamans here in Peru, both of the Q'ero lineage, the Incan lineage, and of the Shipibo lineage from the jungle, where I am just deepening my work in shamanic studies with plants. I also have training from women like Atira Tan, where I have trauma informed training to be able to take all of the wisdom gathered from the plants and hold you in a very safe space so that you can regeneratively take the healing and the transformation and actually create the transformation that you want to see in your life. I have a retreat coming up this September. It is an all women's retreat called Sisters of the Rose, where we are going to be spending 8 days in this beautiful private luxury villa. And we are going to be working with the healings and teachings of Rose to help you step into your power as a woman, to bring healing into those inner wounds that have been keeping you small, and hold a space for you to just embody your unique divine essence so that you can live a more purposeful, beautiful, pleasure filled, like creative life for yourself. We're going to be working with breathwork. Rose. We're going to be drinking rose tea daily, working with her teachings, feminine embodiment workshops, different shamanic ceremonies like sweat lodge. There's going to be a Wachuma plant medicine ceremony at a very sacred river, a very sacred feminine site here in Peru. I'm going to take you guys to the mountains of Asangante, where we're going to ride horses into the mountains, into the secret location, and work with very powerful indigenous Q'ero elders here, where we are going to make a giant offering to the mountains to plant your prayers and to receive the mountain as an allyship. Asongante, who's a huge big boss energy here. And we're going to do sound healing, light language. Like it's just amazing. And I think my favorite part of this retreat is though each woman goes on her own individual healing experience. Really, what it is just a space for women to gather and just enter this giant week-long sleepover and have conversations that maybe we can't really have with ordinary people in our lives or people who aren't quite tapped into the spiritual world and pray together and laugh together and go on these incredible adventures together and just have that really sacred sisterhood bonding time. Like, even though it's a very deep healing journey, it's also a ton of fun. So if you are interested in that, I'm running a special early bird price, which means you can receive $200 off until May 1st. That you can learn more and apply in the link in the description below of this video or the email I sent you. What we do is you apply, we hop on a call, we get to know each other more, and we get to see if it's a good fit. I have 4 spots available for that. And I'm also opening up 2 spots in my private healing 6-month mentorship called Bloom. I only take 3 clients at a time, and this is a 6-month journey where we meet twice a month, and every session is a ceremony where I pick the proper tools for you to work with to meet your intentions and where you're at in your healing journey. Bloom is really a space where you get to receive private one-on-one support with me. And each session is a ceremony. So one day we could work with shamanic energy healing. Another day we could work with breath work. Another day it could be Akashic records, whatever it is that I feel that we feel together that you need to be able to cleanly and regeneratively heal those old patterns and habits that have been keeping you from living the life of your desires, to bring healing maybe into that suppressed energy, suppressed emotions, suppressed trauma that's still living within the body, to get you in a space where you are really stepping into and embracing and becoming your most authentic self, the person that you're meant to be, to manifest and steward these prayers into reality. These offerings are very, very special. And so if you're interested in that, I am also taking calls. The link to apply is also in the description below this video, but you can also check it on the email I sent you. I also am hosting a group breathwork ceremony. It's $39 where we meet for a couple hours on Saturday, April 25th. It's a beautiful chance for you to just enter a space of ceremony, to reconnect with your soul and the divine, work with the power of your own medicine, which is the power of your breath to release any stress and worries that you've been carrying and just restore your energy and yourself into a state of peace. So if you were also interested in that, link to register in the description below and also in the email. And if you're just wanting a private session, like a psychically channeled Akashic record reading to gain more clarity or guidance in your life, or maybe it's a private breathwork session, I also do private sessions as well. Link to those also in the description below and also in the email I sent you. With that, thank you all so much for this beautiful opportunity. Thank you for your trust in me in this space. I really hope you were able to receive from today's journey. And I'm wishing you all a very fruitful, expansive, beautiful, gorgeous new moon and beautiful weekend. And I look forward to seeing you soon.